Recording. Is this thing on? Hi guys, this is Austin with 40 Wellness. I'm with my buddy Marcus. He just finished up the course. I've actually known Marcus for a year and a half now. I had the pleasure of knowing him really early in his sobriety. Watching him grow as a man has been one of the absolute pleasures of my life. Watching these guys around me flourish and grow and become the men that like they were always designed to be is it's just such a blessing to be a part of. And like never in a million years, we were just having this conversation. Never in a million years did we think this is where we would be today, right? On this like sober, but now like just hunting and hungry for more and figuring out what it's all about. And so we just finished up, and I'm just gonna sort of do an exit interview with Marcus for you guys and ask him some questions and see what he has to say about the program. Marcus, you want to introduce yourself first?
My name is Marcus Neely. I am, funny enough, one of Austin's sponsees. Um, and I've known him for about 2 years now. I'm 25 years old, about to be 26. I'm in recovery myself, and I work in the treatment industry. I work at a residential treatment care, doing aftercare plans for clients leaving residential care just to get them to the next steps, which is kind of something that Austin and I are doing here. In my own recovery, I still want to try to improve and be better every day. And so kind of what Austin has been doing for me is um, reviving that, getting that spark of like, why am I doing this thing? Why am I sober? Why am I even trying to be a better person? So yeah, that's a little bit about myself and what we're doing.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Marcus. All right, dude. So just a couple questions, man. Specifically more geared now towards like the 4D program itself. What was your experience like with the 4D program?
Man, um, to be honest, and I'll tie it up nicely, but it was frustrating at the beginning. Frustrating, but frustration can be good. Um, I think I was at a point before I started this with Austin where things were pretty stable. Steady income, working a program in recovery. I have a good job. I have a partner. I've got all the externals that I need to feel okay, in tandem with my spirituality. But as I started with Austin, I started to see all these things that could be better, and little things, down to my morning routine, to what I'm eating, to how active I am, which I prided myself for doing an okay job so far. And all these things were pointed out, and then there were solutions that were given to me. And as I began, some of them seemed really silly. Um, and then just becoming aware was frustrating. But as time went on, I started to see little tiny improvements. And like where I am today is I feel, revitalized. I feel great. And I have an even more robust daily routine. I feel like I'm starting to really maximize more out of life.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that. I love the transitions too, right? Like, and that's definitely part of it, right? Is like, why am I doing this? And the
Right.
frustration, and what's his name refers to it. Dr. Andrew Huberman, right? He refers to it as the friction, right? He's always talking about the friction, and with the friction is the growth. So that's spot on, man. What was your favorite part?
Um, my favorite part is probably the weird things that have been recommended to me to improve my daily life. A few examples I can give you is this exercise called grounding. It's where you get barefoot, and I mean, you take your shoes off, and I like my shoes. I wear a pair of Air Jordan 1s every day. I gotta
Hell
wear 'em. I gotta take them off, take my socks off, and put my feet in the grass or in the dirt, wherever I'm at. Super weird. And then I sort of stand in the sun if it's there, and that usually lasts about 5 minutes. Um, and I thought it was super strange, and I started doing it at work, so other people were seeing me, and they're like, "Hey, bro, you good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm trying this thing out." Um, and it could be placebo, but from what I am taking from that process that I still do today is my sleep has improved, um, my positivity and my overall like physical feeling feels better. Like I said, it could be in my head, but ever since I started it, it's been working as far as feeling better.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah, just little weird things like that.
Hell yeah. No, that's one of my favorite parts of my day too. And it's not placebo, right? Science tells us, right? You're actually discharging into the earth. It's really strange though, right? It's a strange thing to do. But dude, I can't express enough like the willingness you've shown in doing these things you think are strange, and then them paying off for you. So, dude, I thank you. And so we got a couple more questions on here. Would you recommend 4D to other people trying to maximize their new life in sobriety?
Absolutely. Um, as far as sobriety goes and recovery, it may look different for everyone, but I think the general idea is to find a connection to something greater than yourself, to learn an altruistic lifestyle, just help others is kind of the foundation of recovery and sobriety. So you start to do that for a little while, and it's great, and it does work. Um, but you ask yourself, why did I get sober? Why am I doing this, and what else can I do? Mind, body, spirit. I think that you can learn a certain amount of things just from being in the recovery community, but with 4D, I think it offers a deeper, more robust aspect of mind, body, and spirit. If you just want to dig deeper into what you want to do with your life and how you want to live, I think this would be the perfect thing to kickstart that.
Hell yeah, dude. So now more specifically, like your coaching sessions with me, I know we did them once a week. I was your only coach. We didn't at the time, right? Didn't have any other coaches. Now we have three. We're going to continue this down the road, and this isn't by any means our last session. So you'll get to meet some of the other coaches on my team. But man, how did your coaching sessions go with me?
Great. I mean, dude, you're an easy guy to get along with. You're funny. You're weird. You're crazy. You're like a young, jacked, mad scientist. The stuff that you were telling me and helping me with seems like it would come from a guy that's like, oh yes, if you stand in the grass and eat some carbs, you'll get this, result. That's what I picture from the stuff that you tell me. So never judge a book by its cover. But you're great, man. You're wise. And as long as I've known you, my first initial reaction to meeting you was like, this guy is just jacked. He eats a lot of protein, and he's probably stupid. I used to be really judgmental. Today, like, you're a wise owl, a very athletic one.
An athletic owl. Hell yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Make sure that goes on my headstone. Athletic owl. Was 4D hard?
Yes. Yes, it is hard. And I think, again, in all the good ways, like I talked about it being frustrating at the beginning, just from my own personal recovery and journey, I've learned that anything that you do that is hard or difficult comes with results that you want, that are desired. So it's not hard and like, oh, I can't do this. It's hard as in like, I don't want to do this, but I know that there's going to be results that come with it. And my experience being in this so far, I've experienced some results, and it was a little hard, but you get used to it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you kept trekking every step of the way, right? And we took some steps backward, and then we took some steps forward, and like that's absolutely part of the process. And like, dude, the bottom line is like the willingness to listen to me and listen to the mad scientist nerd and the jacked owl or you know the weirdo on the other side of the screen, and take suggestion and be willing, right? We absolutely grew through those experiences. And dude, the program works, you know, when you work it, right? How corny is that? But like, it's the truth. And so, did you find the practices, techniques, or principles applicable?
Yes. Um, I was also encouraged to read more. Um, and wow, just reading a page a day, or 2 pages a day, what little knowledge you learn there starts to become applicable, and you can practice it. And then habit building, right? I have some habits and I have some routines, but they really weren't concrete and set. And I was under the belief that having routines was kind of boring, and I'm not really going to be living life if everything is planned out and everything is set, but which I've come to find out is quite the opposite. My life has actually become a little bit easier, and my days become a lot easier, and I have a lot more energy when all these things are set up, and I just do it without even thinking twice about it. There's still some things that I'm getting used to, but as far as just like what I do in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, it's starting to become second nature, and my day just flows. And I go to sleep every night, quite honestly, like I could die tomorrow, and today was like a great day.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. And that's my experience, right? That's my experience too, and that's the experience I want you guys to have is like fucking conquering the day and programming our subconscious mind to just kill it, right? To just this is the direction we're going, and just taking these little baby steps in this direction every single day till we look back and we're like, whoa, you know.
Yeah.
So that's great, dude. That's exactly what I wanted to happen, and that's an answer I love to hear. It makes me super proud and super happy. Um, yeah, I could continue to blab on about how that's my experience, but I could just say that was my experience too. Um, um, so what was your greatest takeaway from 4D?
My greatest takeaway is there's always room for improvement. I've heard that my entire life. Um, I think in the past I used to be somewhat of a cynic. At times, I can still be that way. That's one of my character defects. I believe if you become really great at something, then yeah, it can stop there. You're done. You're the greatest. You're the best. There's athletes like Bo Jackson who like never worked out with his team, but is like one of the best football and baseball players of all time, right? And so I had that idea that you can get to a certain level and kind of chill, right, or become the teacher. But as Austin's taught me, like great teachers have teachers. There's always room for improvement. Even though I have this great schedule now and this great routine, there's still going to be stuff to add to it, to tweak or to make it better. It's not over.
Absolutely, and that's why we're gonna continue to run this play, man. You know, we're gonna link back up and continue to just keep trucking down, dude. It's an absolute pleasure to talk with you. So like I'm happy to do that. Um, oh, this last one's super corny. You ready, man?
Okay, what is it?
Rank 4D. 1 star, poor. 5 stars, excellent.
All right, one. Fine.
One, I'm out.
No, that's hard. It's a little weird. A ranking. I want to say 5, right? It being excellent. But just because, in spirit of what I've learned from you, what I've learned from my recovery, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4. Reasoning why is, like I just said, there's always room to improve. I think I'm one of your first clients, right? And I think you've done an amazing job, an excellent job. And I know that this thing is going to become bigger. You're going to have more clients. I know I'm going to recommend guys to come to you. And it can always be better, even though it's already great.
Couldn't agree more, man. Couldn't agree
That's
more.
right.
And we're not done yet. I'm gonna get that 5th star.
Right. Good.
I'm coming back for this question. Uh, Sick, dude. I really appreciate it, man. And
Of course.
you absolutely were one of the first guys to sit down and do this thing with me from start to finish, and we did the whole thing via Zoom, right? There's been many other guys that we do like in-person sessions, but never the full course, right? Never the full continuum, sitting down, concentrating, taking notes, you know what I mean, like the really engaged part. So, dude, just an absolute pleasure, man. And I can't thank you enough for trusting me and running this play with me. And furthermore, dude, it's just been such a fucking pleasure to be a part of your journey. And I thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.